A very important strategy that has allowed Corsair to grow to the level where we are today has been acquisition of other companies. Let me tell you a story of how we got started in the beginning and how acquisitions helped us to grow in our first early years. When we were looking to launch our first plastic waste recycling facility, we actually entered into an agreement with the local government in the city of Saccheio about taking over and managing the local landfill and waste management facility. Originally, our plan was to establish our first pyrolysis operations right on this same landfill in order to be close to the garbage that we were now managing. I was able to find a supplier for a Chinese-built pyrolysis reactors here in Thailand, with whom we entered into a contract to buy a brand new pyrolysis unit from. As I was explaining to him our expansion plans, he asked me how many machines we were looking to purchase over the coming years. I told him that our plan was to buy tens, even hundreds of these machines, as we had a great global expansion plan. He asked me if I would be interested of instead acquiring an already existing factory based in the Nonthaburi area. This was a facility that he had already been operating for a few years, unfortunately with quite poor results, and he had no interest in further development of that facility or to even run it any further. Keeping in mind that this was during 2020, when the global lockdowns and the pandemic was going crazy all over the world. This resulted in the market crash of the international oil price, a situation where we saw the oil price dropping to the lowest level in the last 30 years. It was absolutely crazy. So he was not able to run his facility profitably or even keep it going. In other words, he was running on loss. Time was perfect for him to sell his facility to Corsair. We negotiated a contract where, based on a payment plan, we were able to acquire this facility over the course of approximately 12 months. This was a very, very important step for us. We were now able to acquire a facility which was a complete mess, I'll be honest with you, but it had already the valid operating permit to operate plastic waste, and also it had two, nevertheless in bad condition, but two operational pyrolysis reactors. With the third reactor that we purchased, we were now able to truly start developing that facility towards international standards. This was our first very important expansion. A few months later, we learned about another company here in Bangkok that was also in the same business of plastic waste chemical recycling. This company was much more developed than we are. They had a nice looking facility and they had two Korean-built pyrolysis reactors which they were running on a day-to-day basis. We met with their owner, and after short conversation, we came to a conclusion that this company would be a very good acquisition for Corsair. We negotiated with the owner and eventually reached an agreement where Corsair now acquired this other company as well, together with their assets, with their staff, their engineers, and of course their machines and any other contracts and know-how that they had at that time. This was a very, very important step for us at Corsair. It allowed us to bring together three separate teams that previously, earlier, had been working on their own on the same topic. Basically what we did is we were able to bring all these people into the same table, and our message for the now strengthened and larger and stronger Corsair team was that you guys here share everything that you tried, which didn't work, and you here share everything that you tried, which didn't work, and then all of us together, now working for the same target, everyone under the same Corsair banner, will now go out and let's go make new mistakes. That was the primary approach. Let's make new mistakes together and learn by doing that. Let's not repeat the old mistakes. Because of this acquisition and because of this new team that was put together, we were able to take massive leaps in development and truly bring forward a production development team which was able, among the very first in the world, to actually solve a large question mark of how to bring the poor quality pyrolysis oil to a level of quality which would meet the extremely tight requirements of the petrochemical industry. Following to these acquisitions in Thailand, which obviously proved out to be very successful, we have continued on this same strategy. I'm also happy to share with you that Corsair is currently in the process, now in September 2025, of acquiring a number of other pyrolysis companies around the world. We have already negotiated for the takeover of several facilities located in Sri Lanka, in Latin America, and also inside the European Union. There are a number of companies that have tried to do what we have achieved in, and unfortunately, for a number of reasons, they have not been able to achieve the same results. We welcome any company out there who is struggling still in their business and product development to get in touch with us in Corsair, as we would be extremely interested of acquiring your business. This strategy of expansion by acquiring other companies who share our passion and share our mission, but for a number of reasons are not necessarily able to achieve those targets themselves, can strengthen Corsair in the future and truly allow us to expand faster on a global scale.